Welcome everybody for the final episode in this series. We're going to be talking about who should be teaching financial literacy. I think it's a opinionated subject. I think it's, it's not too serious of a subject, but I think, I have my opinions, Mac has his opinions, and the country has their own opinions. And that is probably, as I say, my opinion, probably one of the reasons why financial literacy is so difficult to teach in schools or hasn't really been taught in schools, So Mac, do you want to start us off with first, who do you think should be teaching financial literacy?
Yeah. I actually did a poll of this question, and the options were parents, teachers, or some sort of societal resource, right? And the overwhelming answer of what the best resource that folks think should be the provider of financial literacy are parents.
Yeah.
So therein lies the question.
I feel like, and the problem.
And the problem, yeah, because right? if there's no one there to teach the parent, how can the parent then teach the child?
We talked about that in the last episode, that how many parents really know proper financial habits?
It's small, and so societally, the way things are structured now, teachers are sort of put in this position, back to that fact that there are 23 states that are providing financial literacy. By the time a child turns 17, 18, that's a senior in high school. Interestingly enough, when we wrote the For Money Bears book years ago, we were living in Texas. I bought the book, Ryan, to the school, my kid's school, and the principal looked at this book and was like, "Mac, do you know what you have here?" And I said, "The book to teach kids the basics of money?" She said, No. The state of Texas just passed these, what they call TEKS. They're these core curriculum that they put out for financial literacy. And the state of Texas is actually one of the few states that offers financial literacy curriculum as early as elementary, middle school. So there are a few states out there that are doing it. But again, the issue is, Ryan, if the teacher is the one that's supposed to be teaching, who is teaching the teachers, and
who is this teacher? So I met with a bank that has someone on staff, and they're a credit union that actually teaches financial literacy. I thought that was interesting because it seems like there's like one or two of them, and they're supposed to teach at every school. And it sounds like an awesome job for them. I mean, it sounds amazing, but it also seems like a struggle. And I'm going to throw you a curveball, and I'm going to give you my answer, what I think who should be teaching it, because I think, to be honest, I think it should be everyone. I think it should be parents. I think it should be reinforced by teachers. I think it should also be taught by financial institutions, financial advisors, anyone, the public. I think it should be everything, because the only thing I've learned from talking about this game and thinking about it more is you cannot just solve one problem with one solution. It just isn't going to work for everyone, man. So it's like, all right, if the parents don't know about finance, let's let them play this. I would love it if parents were playing this game with their kids. That is such a good bonding moment, because your kids already wanting to play games anyways. Don't lie to me and say they don't. I mean, I've barely met kids who don't like to play a game. Then they could play it. Then they could learn with them. They can teach them aside. Then they go to school and the teacher's talking about it. So then not only are you forming habits, but it's a community all talking about it. And then you go to the bank, maybe the bank's offering it. Wow, you just got this new outfit.
Or
I feel like it's a curveball, right?
Or you work with a financial advisor. I'm going to throw the CFP hat on here, buddy.
Yeah, you are a CFP, so.
I think that financial advisors would make great financial education resources in our community, because we deal with this stuff every day, right? We are literally dealing with it on a regular basis.
A lot of working in the fintech industry, I've talked to financial advisors. When you start talking about financial literacy, you find the ones who like to teach really quickly, because they're like, oh yeah, I teach at my kid's school. And usually it's high school, because that's usually where they have to. But I do believe a lot of CFPs out there want to teach financial literacy. I think it's, why would you be a CFP if you didn't want to expand the horizons? I mean, if every kid in the world knew how to start a company and raise money, imagine how much new clients you'd have in the future. It's a win-win.
And here's the win-win-win, Ryan. You ready for this? You ready?
Wow, oh, you're triple ready. Wins. I'm ready.
One of the issues when it comes to the need for more diversity, equity, inclusion in the financial services arena is because there aren't enough people out there that view and understand that this is a career path.
Yeah.
Right? So imagine now you have more people, more young people of different backgrounds, different ethnicities, different races, playing this game, focusing on personal finance and knowledge about this stuff. All of a sudden now they say, hey, I can do this as a job. I could be an advisor. I could be a CFP. I could be in finance. And so that's why I say it's a win-win-win, because it can help so many different ailments that our society suffers from right now, just through education, man. So I'm a huge fan, brother, of every and anyone being able to teach and learn financial literacy.
And I feel like a lot of people who say, oh, it should be the teachers, are usually the ones who don't have, they're the problem of why we don't teach financial literacy, because it's like pointing the finger, because it should just be you. It should be me. Like, I should be teaching it. You know what I mean? Like, if I have a kid, I should be teaching it to them, just like I'm teaching them how to ride a bike. I'm telling them to go brush their teeth as a habit. Why are you not forming these financial habits? So I think something we can help with is this parent portal. I think that's a really good segue into, that's the importance of this parent portal and the teacher portal on this side. Right now it's an open book, but I mean, we could connect it to a school. They could be connected into it. Parents could be seeing how the kid's doing. Teachers, they could connect a teacher to their kid in the classroom, and they can see how the class is doing.
This is how my child is doing in this.
So then when the parents teaching the kid at home saying, you did your homework, you played your game, they go in, sign it off. The teacher goes in and the parents, they're talking, hey, we're talking about Berryville now. And then the kid's like, oh, wow, I love playing that game. Right? It's interesting. Right?
It's fascinating.
Try to do something new to teach kids financial literacy. It's we're on a good path.
And I'll bring this point up again. We're building this For Money Based Berryville game app as the on-ramp, as the beginning, and so think about it. We're working on other resources too, once they're part of this community, to be able to keep that education process going, no matter what age they are, first grade, second grade, 12th grade, college, what have you, but it needs to start somewhere. And that's why Ryan and I are so passionate about this path that we're on, this project that we're on, because we started early. We started as early as age 5, as kindergarten, and we start socializing financial literacy, socializing entrepreneurship, socializing the 4 basic functions of money at an early age. The long-term ramifications can be amazing.
Yeah. I'm going to plug this in just to wrap this whole episode up. I hope you enjoyed all these mini podcast series that we did. I hope you could take a moment of your time and just back us on Kickstarter, help us get to that next goal that we need. This has been this is bigger than just making a video game and making some financial literacy, the next version of financial literacy. This is a passion for us. And I hope you guys share in the passion. I hope you can join us on our journey. And as Mac, for the last time, is going to say,
the journey continues, folks. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you, guys.